Alright, let's see how many views I got on my recent videos. There we go. Crap. I haven't uploaded in 3 weeks. I need my video book idea. Alright, what's the next video idea? Oh yes, this one. Top 5 most favorite games from 2010's. Bingo. Pokey, is it recording? Yes, you can come in now. Oh, okay, Pokey, why is it so zoomed in? Oh, I'm sorry, There we go. Thank you. Alright. Hello everyone, this is me, Tabor. Oh wait. Hello everyone, this is me, Tabor, and welcome to another video. This one's a little bit different. This one's my top 5 most favorite games from the 2010s. Number 5 is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The reason why it's my top 5th most favorite game of the decade is because it's just a more overall better Mario Kart 8. A lot more vehicle selection. Like, compared to regular Mario Kart 8, there's a lot more vehicle classes and have small, like, upside or a big downside, or the other way around, having small downsides and have a big upside. And more characters, pretty much. Especially bringing back King Boo, Dry Bowser, and Bowser Jr., which are people's most wanted characters to come back into future Mario Kart games. Well, of course, Diddy Kong is one of them as well, but didn't came to a return, sadly. It would have been cool, actually. And they made Battle Mode overall better, having not only Balloon Battle, like in the original, it only had Balloon Battle, not only having Coin Runners, just like, well, it was Shine Thief in the DS, but it still works like Coin Runners, but you have to survive as much as possible. It still functions the same, but also has Renegade Roundup, where one team is the Piranhas, the other ones have to escape, as long as the other team stays alive. The other one is Bob-omb Blast, I think that was called. It's like Balloon Battle, but you throw bombs, but you can't hit your own bombs. If you hold on to the button item longer, you throw further, but if you spam immediately, you have less range, but they explode immediately once they're thrown and touch the ground and stuff, causing a lot of destruction. And the last one, I think, I did say Shine Thief, which is the mode I was supposed to say. That was the mode I forgot to say. But I did say it because, well, I was referring to Mario Kart DS's Coin Runners, which instead of coins, it's shines. And yeah, Shine Thief is completely different, where if you hold on to 20 long seconds, which isn't really 20 seconds, but the countdown, you win the game, and the game ends immediately. But if it times out and someone gets the most points holding on to the shines as possible, they will win until the game finishes with the timer. But you will move slower if you carry the shine itself. You get reduced speed. Nothing really much else to say about the game, but it's a good game. And also it sold really well on the Nintendo Switch otherwise. Because obviously, yeah, the fail of the Wii U, where it actually outsold the original Mario Kart 8. Anyways, next to the next one. Number 4 is Super Mario Maker 2. The reason why it's number 4 is because there's 3 more games that I'm going to name later on after this one, which I find them a little bit more entertaining and fun than Mario Maker 2. But Mario Maker 2 is a really fun game. It's pretty much Mario Maker 1, but just a lot more better. Like, having the dream of making vertical levels came to life, and same goes for putting Koopalings in your levels, as long as they're not annoying. If you play them, like, you can pretty much have more than having one boss, instead of just making up your own with contraptions and stuff. And switch states, different coloured terrain and stuff, and new maps, and a new mode called Super Mario 3D World, which has its own restrictions, and it uses up a little bit more space than, well, the other modes, pretty much. Pokey, yeah? The camera was drifting upwards. Were you daydreaming? Oh, yeah, sorry. I'll keep focusing on the camera a little bit more. Keep going. Okay. Number 3 is Minecraft. And yeah, the game was first made in 2009, but it was fully released in 2011, and it was accessible for every devices you can ever play. Can't name them all because there's so many of them. In 2014, I'll be showing on the screen. The reason why I put Minecraft one spot ahead of Mario Maker 2 is because, well, they both are really good making your own creativity type games. But Mario Maker 2 is 2D, Minecraft is 3D. With Minecraft, you can pretty much do what the hell you want in one whole world. Within Mario Maker 2, well, you can have your own Maker world, but then you have to make individual levels and have their own different entering levels and exits. Okay, I explained it poorly, I admit it, but here's another reason why. With Minecraft, you have resources, and also you can go exploring to any other places, which you don't have to, like, build your own thing, because you don't have to. You can go exploring, and also there's achievements, but I don't really use achievements, but I know I can just achieve what I get on my hands on in Minecraft. In Mario Maker 2, you have story mode, but if you complete story mode, that's it. You only have the online and the maker, and the only thing I can do in Mario Maker to enjoy myself is make levels. And without that, I wouldn't really enjoy Mario Maker the same way it is as it is right now. So there's a reason why Minecraft is one spot ahead. It's because not only you have the creativity, but you also have the exploring. So it's like pretty much 2 in 1 game, which is pretty cool. So that's why it's my top 3 most favorite game. And plus, you can't really argue the fact that I like Minecraft more than Mario Maker. You like Mario Maker 2 more than Minecraft. A lot more, because you don't like Minecraft. But here's the thing. I have 2 more games after Minecraft, which I like more than Minecraft itself. Alright, that's enough rambling. Let's move on to the top 2. Top 2 is Splatoon 2. I've been in love with this game ever since it came out. Not July 2017, but September 2017. Which is still kind of like pretty much when it was released. It was like 2 months when it was released. And I only missed a couple of updates, but I've not missed out the rest. It kind of sucks for the newer players that they missed out all the good stuff when the game came out, because obviously I don't blame them, because it means like they either don't have the money, so they have to wait longer, but at least they get all the content all at once and they learn a lot about the game. And also the patch notes as well. Well, the problem is that I kind of wish it was still gives like content and updates throughout the game. It's one of those games that should have lived a little bit longer than it needs to. Like, it feels like it should be lasting for like a whole decade or another 3 years at this point. It did last longer than Splatoon 1, because we're in version 5.3.1, because, well, I know the updates. I kind of wish it could have gone a little bit higher with the updates and the content, like the new weapons, the new gear, the new hairstyles, like all that stuff's like we've been wanting throughout 2018 and 19 we've gotten. So it kind of sucks that we have to, like, been sticking with the same weapons ever since the update. Well, I mean, we got so much weapons in this game compared to Splatoon 1. Of course, Splatoon 1's also a 2010's game because it came out in 2015, but I wouldn't say it's my top 5 most favorite. It's still like a good game. It's like top 10, but obviously I'm not going to make a video on it. But anyways, yeah, I've been like, okay, so in my opinion, Splatoon 2, I still play it to this day, which is why it's top 2. Not as like all the time, like every single minute, like 24/7, but I still play it every now and then, like Minecraft, pretty much. But I like it more than Minecraft because I've been playing it since 2017. With Minecraft, I just got back into it since 2019, in comparison. So yeah, there's a lot to explain. And also with Splatoon 2, there's Turf War, where you can paint each sides of the spawns. Whichever gets the most ink wins. With rank mode, there's like modes, pretty much. I'm not going to explain it because, well, I want to move on to the first one because I've explained enough on Splatoon 2. I've explained it pretty much over 2 minutes. There's Salmon Run, where you against the AIs, and you try and collect as much as golden eggs as possible, or else you can't continue or win the entire game. You need to get through 3 waves with 3 random weapons out of the 4. Anyways, it's a really fun game. For the new people who still haven't got the game but heard of it, I recommend you to get the game. It's a really good game. And same with the other ones I've played, if you're interested. If not, then you don't have to. Anyways, next one, my top 1 most favorite game of the entire decade, 2010's, is BTD6, or Bloons Tower Defense 6, which it stands for, pretty much. I've wanted this game to exist ever since Bloons Tower Defense 5, with Sandbox, which is probably the most addictive, but obviously, I kind of grew on the game a lot more and became like a proper player where... But obviously, with Bloons Tower Defense 6, and other Bloons Tower Defense games, you use Sandbox to learn about what the upgrade does, this or that, how practical it is, how bad it is, how good it is, or how niche it is. Pretty much strategies and stuff. Like, you can make a lot of, like, upgrades together that work really well, which makes you beat a game really easily, even if they're not good on their own or not, which they're not supposed to be good on their own. Even if they are good on their own, they'll be ridiculously expensive. So it's like, if they're really powerful than the other upgrade, obviously it's going to be a lot more expensive, as easy as balancing it. And also there's 5 tiers, which in Bloons Tower Defense 4 and 5, there were only 4 tiers. With Bloons Tower Defense 5, there were 2 cross paths. Bloons Tower Defense 6 has 3 cross paths and 3 tier 5s. And you can only cross path 2 of the 3 cross paths, which is really interesting for me. Which means, like, do you really need this cross path, or do you want this one? Which either is the better cross path, which is the worst cross path, or which tower is just overall better with this or that. Like, there's so many usage. Like, in the other games, you rely on Super Monkey or a spamming strategy to beat this or that game. In Bloons Tower Defense 5, obviously, there's, like, Spectre and Apache Dart Ship, like, those towers that can be kind of good with, like, DPS. But in Bloons Tower Defense 6, I meant, like, towers that go over to round 100. Like, round 80 makes a lot of the good mid-game DPS towers completely bad, but it makes you want to, like, move on to a different upgrade forcefully. Of course, it's not, like, guaranteed you want to, but you have to, because, like, well, else you can't beat the 80s or the 90s. Of course, it can be a struggle for those towers as well, but those towers can get support to make them even more stronger, and there's a lot more support, a lot more DPS, a lot of options on this or that kind of niche situation you need, so you don't have to brute force this or that upgrade. And when something gets nerfed, you shouldn't be, like, happy saying, like, yes, they finally nerfed this upgrade. Like, this upgrade could be really important for your defense, because it could really help you, like, beat a certain game that you probably can't beat in miles away, pretty much. Like, there's so many, like, ways you can beat the game, pretty much, with strategies. Like, every upgrade matters. Like, you shouldn't really hate a single upgrade. In Splatoon 2, first off, you're either going against or using the weapon. If your opponent is using a weapon that you dislike, and they pretty much outplay you in almost every way, and you can't approach to them and beat them with what your weapon's using, which might be underpowered than theirs, even if you use the same weapon, they could be still have a better skill than you have, or better usage out of that weapon. With that game, nerfs do matter. It's like you should be happy with nerfs, and it means it makes some of the bad weapons or underused weapons, inferior weapons pretty much, better perform against the superior weapons. In Bloons Tower Defense 6, it's like you want this upgrade or that upgrade. And also having nerfs in that game, it's like, oh, it's a bummer. I mean, it's like, of course, it gives a little bit more options to, like, other upgrades, but still, like, it could be important for your defense, depending on what defense you have with the DPS tower and support and stuff. Okay, so that was my top 5 most favorite games of the decade. I had that idea for quite some time now, and I'm finally done with. Hope you guys like this video, and see you guys later. Subscribe as well, and make sure you like the video. Bye!